Mics, let's get into it. I need to know that y'all can hear me. Cause y'all know Auntie be fooling with these cameras and mics, and then I done muted everybody. Cause I'm the, untechy auntie. Y'all don't call auntie to, get the technical stuff figured out. Y'all call auntie when it's time to make some money. Y'all call auntie when it's time to get busy. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Let me know you can hear me okay. All right. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you that y'all can hear me. So y'all know this is Talk to Tamika Tuesday. Y'all know how I love talking to you guys, coming in, giving you information, and especially on times when I'm not on the go. I stay on the go, but when I can get seated and not have to be moving and driving and all that kind of stuff, I can have more fun, have more time to talk to you guys, and those kind of things. So, want to get you guys ready because this year, y'all know it's the birthday year, it's the celebration year. It is the, 2022, everything that 2022 is supposed to be about is going to be about. Y'all know we have Teach at the Beach in September that we love, but we also have Vegas conference. We've got tours coming up. We've got tours almost every month going out of the country for investing. We've got the $100 million tour coming up. And so today I wanted to, as an intro, because there are other groups, there are other niche groups that we have within the brand. That includes the international sales agents. So for those people who want to sell international real estate without a license, we have that group. And then we have another group for just people who want to start their own brokerage or who have their own independent brokerage and need that kind of support and that kind of community. We have that group. Then we have the women investment group that is all for women, all ages, all areas of investing, from investing in hotels to investing in lots. So everything is happening in there. And so this group for Be Niche, it's about figuring out your niche. When you know your niche, you can celebrate it, right? You have a different swagger, all of those kind of things. So before we get into, what that may mean for a lot of people, I want to bring on one of our newest team members. He's been a part of our squad. He's been to Teach at the Beach. Some of you met him at Teach at the Beach, and if you met him at Teach at the Beach and you've been watching in B Niche, then you already know that we're about celebrating people's successes, and all of 2022. That's what it's going to be about. We want to celebrate everyone's success. Okay, their success. So how are we going to do that? How are we going to do that? Well, we have to have, just like schools have chants and everybody has all kind of stuff. Well, I need to bring Eric Parsons on here because Eric has joined the team and is crucial to us being able to celebrate these successes. So who is out there ready for Eric? Hey, Eric, can you hear
Hey,
us?
what's up, everybody?
I don't know where you at. Where are you?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
I'm at home, but because Dion, can you hear me?
Mhm.
Can you hear me? Okay,
Yes.
I'm at home. Dion works from home, so I'm in my backyard, and I'm standing up for a purpose because it's going to be a lot of energy, and you cannot have this much energy sitting down.
Okay. Okay. You're right about that though.
Okay.
I struggle with
Yeah.
being able to do what I do, like in a classroom, sitting down, doing it on Zoom. So I get you. So show us what our new chant is, what the chants and stuff you've been working on, because this. For those who don't know, this stemmed from our mastermind, our midnight masterminds, where we want to celebrate folks. And so I asked Eric to put him and Dion to put some cheers and chants together because when we jump off in Miami, we are starting off at the Palace. So, Eric, go ahead and show us what you got.
Listen, guys. So when you have individual wins, the chant is just simple. You do one, one, two, three, and then you end it with the woo like that. Just that
So,
simple.
Eric, I
When
don't
you
know
have,
if the connection is making it where we can't, well, I know I can't. I don't know about everybody else, but we can't see the um the combination of what you're doing because it's skipping, and it might be the internet connection. So, two things I'm gonna have you do today. If you can tape this, and then that
me.
way we can share it, and then we'll try to see if we can. I don't know if it's maybe your guys are not close enough to your internet connection or whatever it is, but it's not clear coming through.
Okay, let's try this. Let's try moving. What about this? Is this better? Better?
Let's see. Um, somebody said the stream won't let you be great.
The stream would not let me be great at all.
the,
Any
the
other
stream
time it
won't let me get great.
works.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do, Eric?
God.
This whole week, every time that I'm going live in one of the B niche groups, I'm gonna ask you to come and demonstrate it. That way, if maybe perhaps we'll get a better stream on one of these days because the streaming gods ain't working with us today. So, and I need to know this chant because y'all know I
They
stay
not
ready with
working.
my fan.
Yeah, because the
Nope.
chant is wet.
Yeah, the stream is not allowing it to happen today.
This
So what we're gonna do is, how about you guys tape it and then we'll plug it in on the group, and then tomorrow at Wind Down Wednesday we'll try it again for the lives and stuff like that, since we'll have a live group in there, and then Thursday we'll do it if you have time to do it again in that group. So go ahead and tape it, then we can plug it in and they can start practicing because and I'll get back to training today, and I'll talk to you guys. I'll talk to you later so I can get back to them because it's not letting you be great today.
and it's not, so I'm gonna check this out. I'm
Okay.
sorry, y'all.
All right.
All right.
I tell you, it's the technology guys. They be fooling around. I'll talk to you later.
They be fooling around.
So I tell you, it's not only my technology guys that be giving me a problem, but I was prepared. Y'all know, some of y'all know Keisha has got me a new fan. I got fans that I pick up from other people and all kinds of stuff. So I am, you know, I stay ready with my fan. So I'm wanting to learn the routine as well because it's just a powerful thing to have an entire community, revved up and excited about your accomplishments. And so by the time we get to Teach at the Beach 2022 and we're down at the Wind Down evening events and things like that, we want our entire group to be participating in the wins. And we want to celebrate wins all during the year, too. So, not just at Teach at the Beach. And so, one of the things we've been working on, for those who don't know, is as a community, we give back a lot. But we don't always tell people about what we're doing. So this year, we're going to be more visual about our give backs as well. So, what we introduced this year as not just a part of our having fun and our chance is that when we set it off in Miami for the $100 million tour in March 1st, the day before the end of February, that last day in February, we will be attending as a group for those people who are coming to the $100 million tour. We will be attending the Palace. If you don't know about the Palace, go do some research on it. But they have a whole fan routine and all of these kinds of things. And so we'll be prepared with our routine as well. And also to get the understanding of history, all that stuff, have some fun, and then proceeds from us selling our own fans so that we come prepared will be donated to one of the communities that supports the LGBT community in Miami. So our proceeds from the sales of our fans will do just that. Go help a community that's there. So you guys will also hear about some of the things that we're doing through two of our nonprofits, not my personal nonprofits, but profit nonprofits of the tribe. That's why I always keep asking you guys, what is it you do? What is it? Where's your, your niche? What is it you do? So I found that there are two nonprofits that are from within the tribe that give backs. One is operated by Keo, the other is operated by Shauna. And so you guys will see that we'll be donating houses to people in the Dominican Republic. So every time we build a new subdivision in the Dominican Republic, we're donating a house to a family in the Dominican Republic. Every time you see us do anything where we're benefiting from a community, you're damn sure know that we will be giving back to that community as well. You guys know that I have a common theory about all of this is that you can't take from the universe and not give back. So you can't show up in a community and not give back to that community. Also, keep an eye out on the through one of the nonprofits, Lashana's nonprofit, will be gifting and donating time as well as training for some of our tribe members who may be willing, who might want to get into development but can't afford to pay for the class. So there'll be some scholarships through her organization that's coming through as well. So I want you guys to keep an eye out on that and keep inviting people to the tribes, to the different groups, so that we can help level each other up. It's not about, one person winning, it's about a community of winning. And that's why we want to make sure that it's a community of us that are chanting and rooting for each other. We want everyone to win at whatever it is they're doing. And guys, for me, that means for me, I want you guys at 6 and 7 figures, because that means you can give back when you're comfortable and your family is comfortable and you're making it and flourishing. Then guess what? You can give back. This year I've been giving, supporting other nonprofits, supporting for profits, other organizations, people who are like, hey, I got a GoFundMe page and I want to do this and I want to do that and whatever. I'm giving, but I don't need to tell everybody I'm giving, right? So this year, through Be Niche, we're going to talk about more of who we're giving, so that if other people want to get on board with us and give also, then they'll be free to share that. Now, one of the key things about this, and you guys who are in some of the other groups, I have CPAs and other people come in to talk to us all during the year. But if and when you guys get, some of you already here, you get to a certain level in that income, you have to give because the government is going to take it anyway. So you make it a strategic part of your plan, about a part of your business, that you're giving to the nonprofits, right? So select your nonprofit. So instead of you guys having to figure out, well, which nonprofit is doing what, we have nonprofits right here. So those are just some of the announcements that I wanted to get out for you guys. And today I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things. And with the first of the year coming here, being at our feet, some people here still may not have found their niche. And a lot of times, when I'm talking to some of you are in one-on-one coaching with me. We started a new program so I could talk to more of you. And I have a full schedule with you guys. So that's why if you're trying to inbox me and I'm not responding as fast, it's because you really need to contact the team members who is responsible for that, because I'm in coaching season. So some of you here right now, and I'm going through this with you in coaching. So that's how I know some of you who are not in coaching with me are experiencing the same thing. Now is the time. If what you were doing last year didn't work, is not working. And what I mean by not working is, I'm not talking about just financially. Financially is, of course, up there. We always talk about that. If it's not working for you spiritually, emotionally, mentally, If you are here and you are over the age of 35 years old and you are doing something, anything, and especially I'm talking to my 40 and 50-year olds, right? If you're doing anything that you're not enjoying, you got to stop. You got to stop. Because let's just take me for an example. I'm getting ready to turn 50 years old, y'all. Okay? So that means my hot girl summers are, I might have a couple left where the knees can work and I can drop it down and really have a hot girl kind of summer. But in reality, I'm not a hot girl anymore. No. So y'all know I'm into the warm winter, kind of things now, right? Not the warm winter kind of days is kind of what I got to work with now. But when I stop and I look at it, even if I lived another 30 years or whatever, maybe 15 of those, I might really want to do something I've never done or whatever it is. So that means I'm down to maybe 15 summers left. Guys, I'll be damned if at 50 years old, I'm going to do anything in life that is not bringing me joy, happiness, and preparing me for the grandkids that I want to have and have fun with and enjoy my life with. So if you are in any kind of job, whether it's your own, that 9 to 5, your own company, whatever it is you're doing, I don't care if it's the relationship you're in. This is the time to let that you gotta reinvent yourself. You gotta let some stuff go. And so part of reinventing yourself, there's a couple of things that I put down as I was talking to a friend earlier and getting ready for some coaching stuff or whatever. Because y'all know when y'all coach with me one on one, I give it to you raw. Like, why are you doing this? Did that make any sense? You know, and so here's what you got. Here's the first thing about reinventing yourself, because I really, a lot of people are going to keep going in these same circles if they don't do a few of these things. And you may very well be one of those people. Finding yourself, and here's how you know if you're one of those people. Still can't figure out your niche, finding yourself always doubting, looking around and saying, I'm not truly happy with where I am in life, but I don't know the steps to get there. Constantly in your head, constantly every time there is a green light, you go over here, new this, you go over here. You're not sure. The kids have now got out of school and going into college, and you're at home and you don't know who the hell you are. And so now you're reevaluating what's going on. If that sounds kind of familiar to you, then it's time to reinvent yourself. And you can do so within the business. You might have to do so where it's personal. It might be a combination of two, but this message is for you. Let's go. First of all, screw what other people think. Screw it. You do you and let everybody else make adjustments. Did y'all hear me? I need to know y'all heard me. That's right. That's right, Angela. You know, straight no chaser. I ain't got time. I ain't got time to be y'all. We get off the phone and you don't know where we stand. You know exactly where we stand when you coach with me, because you got homework to do, we got stuff to do, you got money to make. Chop chop. Okay, so again, the first one, screw what other people think of you. If you want to wear your hair short and your significant other don't like your hair short, cut your goddamn hair and let them adjust. Tell them to put on a wig or whatever it is. Do you first. Because when you don't do you first and you keep taking care of everybody else, you're going to come in last place. You come in last place on everything and you're not fulfilled. Screw what other people think. And a lot of why you guys are not doing what you want to do is because somebody told you you should be a salesperson. You should work with buyers. You won't do well in commercial. Commercial is not for you, not for people like you. You won't do good in that business. Why are you doing that? And a lot of this naysaying, what you can't do, who you don't want to be. Look, If you want to be the best thing on OnlyFans, fans only, or whatever, whatever, and that's how you want to get your money, screw what anybody else has to say. They not out there on the account doing whatever it is. Maybe you enjoy it. If it's what you want to do, screw what everybody else has to say. It's on you. This is your life. And guess what? There's no expiration on the date of when you have to live it. So you can't keep saying, I'm going to move to the beach in 5 years. I'm going to do this after the kids are gone. I'm going to do this in my next relationship. You got to do what the hell you want to do now. 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 And screw what everybody else thinks. So do you let everybody else adjust? Okay, they'll adjust or they'll do something else, which brings me to number two. When you do you and everybody else adjusts, you create a new network of people. So as long as I'm doing me, the right people show up. If I'm trying to be somebody else, then I'm in the wrong group of people. And I keep staying in that space. So there's billions of people on this planet. I don't need to connect with billions of people. 4 or 5 would be cool. I could find a squad with 4 or 5 out of those billions. So guess what? If I decided I wanted to wear blue hair, have blue glasses, wear green sweats, and collect poodles, I could find 4 or 5 other people who would be all into that with me. And then we're gonna say, we're gonna do us, screw the world, let everybody else adjust. We do us. So when you make those changes of who it is you want to be and what you want to do, your squad will find you. You will find your squad or your tribe. You don't have to adjust to everybody else. So go ahead. Whoever, there might be somebody on here who wants to go ahead and put a tattoo on their neck. Go ahead. Because there are other people who have tattoos on their neck. In fact, I'll introduce you to my sister. She got tattoo on her neck. Yeah, there you go. You can start your group of ladies or men with tattoos on their neck, and y'all go around and create a tattoo on the neck company. I don't care what it is. See how far that could be? It could be anything. And so the message here, guys, is you have to show up and do and be who you want to be, and then be in that same and in that same thing is relatable to personal and business. I don't care what it is. Did y'all see the lady making all of the money by hugging people, snuggling? She get paid hourly just to lay with people and snuggle with them. There's a market for it. She gets paid well. She makes house calls to come to a person's house and snuggle with them. Yeah, okay. I ain't gonna stay there too long. All right. So number three, then you gotta identify what makes you happy during this portion. Because if you're working your 9 to 5 and or this business that you have, or you're creating this niche for yourself and it's not making you happy, then you got to reinvent what that is. It may be a different part of the company that you want to work on and you give that other part to somebody else. So if you don't like the accounting part of the company, outsource it to somebody else. You'll be happier. And that will give you some more time to go do more things in a company that you enjoy. Ultimately, that'll make you more money. Do the things you enjoy. Life is not promised. It would be so sad that you would spend hours upon hours doing something in your business or a business that you created, and then you die next week. No joy, didn't have any fun. It's not worth it. The next one, after you do that and you figure out these things, then you're going to identify the path that you need to take in order to get there. That's a very difficult thing for people. Once they figure out, like, hey, maybe this is the space I want to be in. So let's take an example of, for me, I'll use me. I like using me as an example. Early on, I wanted to help people and I wanted to be a teacher. Now I got to figure out, I didn't have much help doing this, but figuring out how do I show up and be a teacher in every level of where I'm going. No one told me how to do this. There was no YouTube. There wasn't Facebook. There wasn't any of this stuff. So I knew some paths. I knew I could go be a teacher at elementary school. I knew those things existed. And so I knew I didn't want to do those. So I became an adjunct professor. And then after the adjunct professor is then I found a different way. And so part of finding a different way was me reinventing myself each time. So I may have shown up early on in my 20s as an adjunct professor in New York. Well, then the next time I had to reinvent the part of the teaching I like, then I became a trainer for a national organization. That's still me teaching, but I was in a different space. I had to reinvent myself because now I wanted to travel more. Now I wanted to not have the long term relationships of what a teaching assignment does. And that's the part of being honest with yourself when you're reinventing yourself. I have to reinvent myself each time to do and be the things that satisfy me. So just because I may start as an instructor or an adjunct professor doesn't mean I have to stay there. It means I have to then create a path to get to the next thing that makes me happy. And the next thing that would make me happy was that I got to travel. So I become a trainer for a national company, and they then say, hey, you can train, but guess what? Here's all the training. No problem. Now I'm on the road 50% of the time of the work requirement, right? So now that's great. I love this. This is what I wanted. And then it got old. Then in 2 years I'm like, I don't want to travel anymore. Let's see what I want to do. So I could have stayed in that space and been unhappy doing it. No, it was time for me to readjust, right? And reinvent myself in that same space. So I found another opportunity that allowed me to still train and do whatever it was, educate, but I didn't have to travel as much. So do you guys see where I mean where I'm saying reinvent yourself? It doesn't mean I have to keep doing something different. I can reinvent myself in the same space. But that takes a level of sitting your behind still and thinking through it, right? Or working with someone who helps you put that together. So again, you got to have a plan and a path to get to it. If not, you'll just keep circling in your head. All right. So then after you create that path, you find the resources to get there, to do it, and that kind of stuff. Then it's about going hard. That's it. You go hard in the paint. You master it. You keep going. You don't stop. Now that I know I love to do this kind of work, let me go get a whole bunch of this kind of work and go hard in the paint. Then your resources and people and things start showing up because you are so in love with what you do and how and what all of those kind of things. So, like for most people, if y'all know me, there are certain things and certain passions that I have that come out. And I'll let some of the folks who are here tell us, tell tell the other people who are here what am I passionate about? When you hear me talk about things, what am I passionate about? And so if you can list those things for me, understand that people need to be able to list those things for you. So go ahead, let's put some down. I always commit to you guys that I'm going to do you 30 minutes because y'all know I have other meetings. So I'm going to let you guys go ahead and put some of those things down that you know I'm passionate about. And let's see if, folks get it. And I'm going to go in here and answer some questions. Let's see. That's right, Angela. They got to adjust. They got to adjust to you. Uh, we give too much all the time. We adjust our bodies to having babies. We always adjusting to somebody else stuff. It's time for y'all to adjust. Let the world adjust to you guys. Let's see. That's right. Angela, you showing up? I'm passionate about living and working at the beach. And it's more so, guys, that I'm passionate about doing what I want to do that makes me happy. And one of the things that makes me happy is that I get to live and be and invest where I want to be. I'm very passionate about finding your niche, which is why everything you see around me is talking about niches. I'm so passionate about have people finding their niches. I had to write a book about it, right? I think about it. I'm always every time I'm talking to you guys, I'm like, what's your niche? I'm asking you what's your niche in investing. We can't work together if you don't have a niche in investing. And if you don't have a niche in business, it's not a good fit for me to coach you because we can't focus on anything, which is why you gotta have avatars. I'm pushing you guys to do certain things. Yes, yes, yes. The beach, the beach. Let's see. Increasing personal inventory, absolutely. It's about building wealth because when it's all said and done, you gotta be able to create a lifestyle that you enjoy and that you leave for somebody else. So helping people build wealth, absolutely. Like you guys hear me, you hear what I'm passionate about. And so if I can get this information out to you guys, and the majority of you I've never met, some of you I've met once. And if you can feel my passion through here, then that same passion you guys have to be able to exude in the businesses that you have. And if people don't, you talk to people and they don't remember something you do or that's who you are, then you're not passionate about it enough where folks know and hear you. They got to know and hear and feel you. Um, Teaching and showing how to retire to get to the vault. Absolutely. Thank you, Karen. Yonda says building generational wealth. Yes, I'm screaming that at the top of my lungs to you guys, which is why I'm always like saying, y'all better get some property. You got to get something to lead these kids. You bringing these kids into the world, and then we leave them with what? Like, come on, let's go. We got to build wealth. We got to change this commentary. That's right. Making your own inventory. You cannot show up in real estate companies and things like that and not have your own way of lasting in here. If you've got to go and compete for every listing and working with buyers, your company is only going to last for so long. And in these particular markets and things that we're seeing that's coming in front of us, we have to learn to build our own inventory. So yes, you guys have heard me talking about that, and now you see me doing something about that. You see me creating partnerships and relationships where I can come and teach you guys about building your own inventory. Okay. Um, uh, I just said my aunt has to say, I'm not here to pump up these. Y'all know I'm here for it. That's right. Making sure that you are prepared for retirement and all those kind of things. That's right. So you guys hear me. I know you can do this kind of stuff. And my favorite is you can make money without a license. You can make money without a real estate license. That's why if you got the book, there are more ways to make money without a real estate license in real estate than you having a real estate license. I make more money as an investor and not need a real estate license than I do if the average agent is making $40,000 to $50,000 and the average investor is making twice that without a real estate license. Come on, guys. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm talking about. And then it's just so much more that goes into your passion, but not so much where you have to struggle with it. Guys, think and look at if you're still struggling with finding your niche, what are you most passionate about? Whatever it is that you're most passionate about is normally where your niche will be aligned. Okay. And I'm going to leave you guys with if you haven't found your niche, your niche, your niche, depending on how you say it, it's time because you don't get more hours on the clock. You're not getting extensions to time. time is getting shorter, which is why it feels like every year things are speeding up. So this is the time to sit and really figure out what is it that I need my niche to be. And so I'm not, somebody mentioned, and I can't see who this person is. Can you speak about government grants video? No. If you've seen the video, you can go back and watch the video. I don't speak about grants because there's normally not enough time on this group to talk about grants. Grants and things like that get discussed in our communities group. And that's for people who are building a brokerage. Not so much here unless people have unless we have a speaker coming in. So if you, and again, guys, if you need help with grants, go hire someone who can help you with grants. If you need specifically me to talk to you about a grant, you better contact Carmine and she'll figure out what's the best route for you to get there. So unless you see that this is a grants video or anything like that, I'm normally not going to talk about grants on Talk to Tamika Tuesdays because most people aren't ready for all of that and the process that it takes there, unless it is a class that's talking about it. There are classes that I have on the website where you can go learn about writing grants for your companies and things like that. But it's really happening over in the communities group for brokerages because those are the folks who are really focused on that. So, guys, at the end of the day, you guys know you got to put in the work, do your research, go out there, identify your niches, study up on them. Then you have to master them. And that's when the bag will chase you. So, as we sign out today, the goal for you guys for this week is if you haven't figured it out, go and reinvent yourself so that you're more aligned with where you need to be in the space you want to be in. And so you can show up and kill it every day and get to that 6 and 7 figure money. All right, guys, I'll see you from the top or on the top with me. All right, have a good one. Bye bye.